Hi everyone, welcome back to Talknovate podcast. My name is Rikima Anoge. You can call me Coach Ricky, and I'm your host. I'm very excited to be back with this brand new episode on AI automation. Everything automation. As you all know, Talknovate is the podcast where innovation meets technology and our everyday lives. When it comes to automation, I feel like some people get intimidated. If you're not really tech savvy, you might be like, that's for the computer engineers or the software developer. But no, automation is for everybody. So I know that majority of us right now are familiar with AI, but yeah, I mean, artificial intelligence. Many people have used AI platforms like ChatGPT, that just gets you information very fast. I mean, like, sometimes even dating advice. And then what is automation? Automation is basically using a machine, a computer, a digital platform to do something you usually would do. So like using a machine to do a manual task, but in a faster way with little or no human input. So let me talk a bit about myself. For those of you who know me personally, beyond my career in technology, I'm also into the entertainment industry. I'm a model, actress, singer, and yes, I'm a developer, data entrepreneur, tech enthusiast, podcast host. I wear so many hats, and sometimes it's a bit difficult to balance all these different things I'm into, including my personal life. And one thing that has really helped me, especially in the last recent months, has been artificial intelligence and automation. So I would give an example. If you are an undergrad or you're a graduate or you're a professional and you're trying to manage certain things. For example, let's say you have a startup, you sell shoes, and you want to be able to run an effective CRM system whereby after they buy shoes from you, after it's been delivered, you want to send them a message like, hi, did you like our shoe? And send them certain updates or like newsletters, or these are a new collection for maybe a new winter collection or a new summer collection. And beyond doing that, you have a 9 to 5 job. You probably, let's say you work as an admin staff in a company and you're trying to take your fitness to next level. So you're going to the gym actively. And then your commute time to and fro from work is probably like an hour or two. And then you're a married lady, you're a mom, you have kids. So it's a lot. It's a lot to juggle. But with AI, all this can be made easy for you with AI automation with little or no budget. So I'll give you a bit of a hint into my world. So last year, I decided to automate certain things that I do. And one of the things I do is cold outreach. Something that's been helping my business is email marketing. And so let me explain the manual tap behind this process for me and how automation has helped me and how it can help you as well. So manually, I have to do research, go through LinkedIn, go through websites and figure out who my target audience is. Like I know who they are, they're CEOs or, like high decision makers of startups. So I have to try to do research to get like their email address or their mobile number. So I go through the website, I go through their social media pages. It's quite like even talking about this is taking time, how much more the actions behind my speech, right? And so I do all this. And then after that, I have to like get certain information about them, unique to each of them, so I can connect with them on a personal level when reaching and sending my cold emails to them. And then I have to send a cold emails to them. And when I send it to them, some people will be interested and some would not be interested. Now, the ones that are interested, I have to give them a bit more information. One way I've been lacking behind in my business sometimes is prompt response. And I'll be like keeping the interest of those who show that they're initially interested. And then after doing that, you have to be able to take them down the sales funnel to actually close the deal. And then after closing the deal, after delivering the service, you then have to manage your relationship with those people so you get repeated sales. This all feels like a lot of work. I know, listening to this. And now besides this, I have a career. I have a modeling career. I model freelance. I used to be under a modeling agency, but right now I'm a freelance fashion and lifestyle model. So that means I have to search for jobs myself. So I have to send my portfolios to all these casting directors, and they have, and I have to be sure whatever I'm sending is in line with what they want. Some want a model for a lifestyle commercial, some for high fashion, like it varies, right? So I do this for my modeling, for my acting as well. And so you can imagine, okay, this is time consuming. How do you even have a life? And right now I'm actively dating. Yes, I'm in the dating streets. So it is a whole lot. It's a whole lot to manage. But one tool that has been very helpful for me is Make. Apart from Make, there are other tools, there's so many others. You could Google them, and I'm also going to drop a list in the description below. There are other tools that mimic your fingerprints. So the process of me trying to get contact details of my target audience is a bit mundane, and it takes lots of time. But instead of like going through, so I go to Google, I have a scraping script I use to get information from the relevant people. So for example, let's say startup owners in Dubai, because I'm currently streaming live from Dubai. So startup owners in Dubai that are interested in my service, there's certain keywords I use to get those people. So I have to go to Google, then I scrape this information, then I put it into an Excel sheet. Then from that Excel sheet, I then manually send the emails. And then I have to give feedback in the Excel sheet, which is like my mini CRM, to show like, okay, this person is interested, this person is not interested, this is what this person wants, just as a way of like follow up. It is a long deal. Now, there are automated tools that actually mimic your fingerprints. So what it does, it kind of records you. So you open 3 pages. So one is like the Google page where you're scraping stuff from. The other one is like a Word doc where you copy the scraping text to paste in the Google sheet. And then the third page is the Excel sheet where you copy information from Google that you've scraped and put it in the Excel sheet. Now, after doing an Excel sheet, before even putting an Excel sheet, I use ChatGPT because I need to clean up the data. I used to do that manually, but thank God for artificial intelligence that can clean up the data for me. And then you clean up that data, and now you have to move it over to your Excel sheet. So this AI tool helps to mimic your fingerprints on your laptop or desktop, whatever you're using. So it sees the page you copy from, where you paste, you copy from again, go to ChatGPT, you paste it there for cleanup, then you copy it and then go to Excel. So it records this over time and then it starts to mimic it. It does it yourself. So these are like automated fingerprint tools that just mimic your fingerprints or your digital footprints, and then it does it for you. And which I'm going to give more information as I speak on the screen to make it easy for you to understand and be able to do this yourself. So now I started doing this and I found out, wow, my life is a whole lot easier because I can go to the gym, I can go for a run, I can go for a walk, I can even go on a movie date, and this AI tool is doing all this for me. So I have it's open time in my hands to do other things. And this is without me even hiring like a virtual assistant or a physical assistant or a staff at this point. Now that I've generated all my information, all like the data that I want to now redo cold emails to. Initially, I used to manually then go copy the email address, open my Google, for example, Gmail, or the official email address for my website, and then I start sending out these emails manually. And then that brings us to a powerful tool called Make. There are also other automation tools, but Make is a bit straightforward and easily customizable. One thing I love about Make is you can embed other tools to it. You can use other tools where you can use Gmail, you can use ChatGPT, you can use Google Sheets, Excel, and just so many other things, and some other CRM tools, and as well as social media as well. So it's pretty easy because it kind of serves as a bridge between all these tools and it helps you automate them. So Now you can link your Google Sheet to Make. So Make goes to, and you give it a prompt, you command it. So you tell Make, I want you to go to this Excel sheet, and from the first person to the last person on my data, I want you to send an email to them. And when they respond to this email, I want you to give a response based on their email. So what does this, and then you have like a brief email template with placeholders. So what are placeholders? Placeholders are, in a layman terms, I'll say placeholders are little key. Placeholders are just spaces for customization, in the sense that if I send you an email and I say, hi, I'm Ruki, I'm a host of Talknovate podcast, and I want you to jump on my podcast. I love what I love what you're doing in the fashion industry. I want to talk about technology and fashion, for example, and I feel like you're the right person for it. And I'm sending it to you, right? Now, if I have to send to someone else, I have to go remove your name and add that person's name. So with a placeholder in the name aspect, I can just put a placeholder their name. So Make will go to my Google Sheet and send that to everyone in my fashion database, but not with using their unique name. So under the name field, it will go to number one. Number one's name is Jane. Pick Jane. Hi, Jane. Number two on my Excel sheet can be John. Hi, John. Like that. So a placeholder is just a space that gives you for customization based on the data, right? So I hope I've been able to explain this a bit more, make it a bit easier for those of you that may not be into the tech space. And so Make does this for me. So it sends, using my email templates, it customizes my emails based on the placeholders that I put in the email template, and it sends emails for me automatically. Then I give Make another instruction. And now I'm just using Make as an example because it's one automation tool I use. There's so many other automation tools out there, of which I'm going to give some examples for you in the description. So just to make it easier for you to automate your processes. Now, what happens is I tell Make, I want you to read all the responses of the people you send this fashion template to for my Talknovate podcast, right? And then, so I want you to read the email and summarize it. If they're saying not interested, I want you to push it to this folder. So I label one folder, not interested, right? I want you to push it there. But if they're interested, then I want you to send this, I already have like a template of maybe like the pricing, the listing, or like a link where they can just click on and directly speak to me on WhatsApp, for example. And so AI using artificial intelligence of it would decipher, okay, are they interested or are they not interested? And I can also put certain keywords just to train the AI to know like, okay, this is an email that, yeah, they're interested, and this one, no, they're not interested. So now I can go for a date. I can just decide to watch Netflix all night, binge watch one of my favorite shows on Netflix, and Make is doing this for me automatically. So I wake up in the morning and I find out that everyone that has responded to me, whether negatively or positively, like AI and my automation tool has already done this, has already sorted it out for me. So all I have to do is now, as a manager, just manage the process, just oversee there any outliers, and if there's any thing I would need to tweak in my process flow, in my workflow, right? And so actually hiring artificial intelligence and Make automation or other automation tools has definitely made my life a lot easier. I know that you can do that for yourself as well. And you don't even need to stick to the freemium. Most of all these tools, they have freemium packages. So by freemium, I mean they have like a basic package that's free, or a free trial period, and then eventually you can do the paid service. But most of these software tools, automation tools, and AI tools is actually not so expensive, especially if you look at the reward at the end of the day. Me trying to do things myself manually without hiring anyone or without using technology had made me miss out on a lot of deals. And just because I'm human, I can't be in so many places at the same time. And because I kind of have like diverse skill sets, and now I'm not just focusing on one thing. Now I'm focusing on so many things, and it's not so easy to just, handle myself without ending. I mean, like if I want to excel in everything, then I need to look for smart ways to make sure, or smart processes to make sure I can actually excel at that. And that's where AI automation comes up. And so I'll recommend this for you guys. And I'm going to drop tools in the description below to just make it easier for you. If you do have any inquiries concerning what I just talked about, AI automation, or any aspect of technology, or if you want to be a guest on my podcast or my show, please drop an email to talknovate@gmail.com. Although right now, currently streaming from Dubai, but then I can have guests from across the globe because, Habibi, it's technology, and thank God we can talk remotely, so that is not an issue. I look forward to hearing from you guys, and please don't forget to subscribe. Don't forget to like this episode. Don't forget to drop your comments below, and I'll respond as soon as I can. Thank you.